The quest for justice for Life Esidimeni victims is set to get underway in July. The High Court in Pretoria will finally begin formal inquest into the deaths of 144 psychiatric patients who were moved out of Life Esidimeni centres in 2015 and 2016. The patients' relatives hope the inquest will lead to criminal charges against those responsible. No one has been charged yet, despite former Deputy Chief Justice Nxumalo's finding that there was arrogant and irrational use of public power in the decision to move the patients. To talk more about this, I'm joined by Nxumalo. She's a sister of one of the deceased and a member of the Life Esidimeni Family Committee. A very warm welcome to you, Christine. I guess this should have been good news for you, finally going to the courts.
Well, thank you for having me, and morning to everyone. Well, we're glad that we're finally getting to the point of the inquest. It has taken us a very long time to get to this point. Yes, so we're very happy about it.
What are you expecting from this?
What we're expecting is that the evidence that has been collected all this time will lead to specific names of people that need to be charged.
Okay, and what more do you know about those who are likely to be charged? And it seems incredible that nobody has been charged, considering, you know, and I quoted the findings that the arrogant and irrational use of public power. I should imagine this must have led to a lot of anger.
It has. I mean, nothing has happened to them as far as we know. They pretty much living their normal lives since the incident has happened. So we don't know what has happened to them except to the fact that they have not been charged.
And Christine, can you tell us how many family members are waiting for some sort of closure from this, and how are many of them?
Well, as far as we know, of the 144 families, you know, we don't know whether this additional 8 that they're talking about form part of the 144. That's another thing that we need an answer to. But all the families need and can only have closure once somebody's in jail. And that for us is very important.
Tell us about the compensation. There's been disputes over the compensation as well. How is that playing out? I know that some people got compensation, some only got 50%.
Well, from what we understand, the families that were involved in the beginning during the arbitration, of those families, they were compensated in full. The 50%, the way I understand it, and at the time of the negotiations, was that 50% was meant to go to the families, and then the 50% was supposed to stay for the mental health care users in the facilities. So initially, the agreement was supposed to be 10% for the families, and then the 90% would remain for the mental health care user, but the families negotiated and the number changed to 50-50. So the 50% that is remaining is for the mental health care users. It is not, you know, the fact that the government is holding back that money, and it will be administered through the master's office. That is what we understand. As to how many families have been compensated thus far, we can't say because they have not received an order from the department as yet, from the Premier's office, to be specific.
Well, I certainly hope you hear what you want to hear about your sister and all the other victims, Christine. Nxumalo, very good to talk to you. Thanks.